Today, we're not just talking about one lightsaber, but we're talking about two and an epic cosplay helmet. That's right, I'm going to be showing you guys the Darth Revan bundle. How do these lightsabers sound? What if you just want to buy one? And can you buy this Darth Revan weathered helmet a la carte? I'm going to answer all those questions and more, so come hang out. Hey, what's going on, all of you Knights of the Old Republic fans out there? Thank you guys for coming to hang out with Obi-Dad Kenobi here on Finding the Force. Chapow! Wearing an oldie but goodie t-shirt. If you've seen me wear it before, hit that like button, would ya? And by some freak of nature, if you're new to the channel, don't hesitate, just click the subscribe button, get it over with, you'll be helping me out. Thanks, guys. I hope some of you guys out there are having a nice fall, because over here in California, we're getting an extended summer with triple-digit weather. Woo! Kinda makes me wish I had a pool, I'm not gonna lie. Something else you can do when you're trying to avoid the weather outside is put on an old vintage Star Wars game inside, like Knights of the Old Republic, where you can be Darth Revan, fan favorite Star Wars character, one of the most crazy, powerful, and complex characters in the Star Wars universe. And as always, I have my longtime sponsor, Art Sabers. Thank you guys so much for sending me the Darth Revan bundle with the helmet and both his Jedi and Sith. Really excited to get this video started and show you guys all the details of these sabers. This is actually the third bundle that I've gone over from Art Sabers. The other two were the Mandalorian and Kylo Ren. I'll put the Kylo video up here if you guys want to check it out, and I'll put it at the end of the video just for fun. So before we turn on the sabers and get a close look at the helmet, I'll go over some of the deets for you guys and prices. Good news is you can buy every one of these individually, but if you get the bundle, you will be saving a little bit of Skrilla. So the two sabers and the helmet together are either $749 for an SN NeoPixel chips or $900 for the Profi lightsaber chips. Which I do recommend if you're going to be making this kind of an investment. You do really want the highest tier lightsaber chip with the coolest blade effects, because although the SN NeoPixel chip can save you some money, and using the app has a lot of advantages to it, but it still doesn't quite flicker just like the lightsabers do in the films. So I do recommend Profi over the SN NeoPixel for functionality, fun, and fortitude. I need another F word in there. And this is a family show. So that's the bundle for all three. If you want to buy the helmet by itself, it is $169. There are some excellent details about this helmet you're gonna want to know about. Whether you're just gonna put it on display or you have a full Darth Revan cosplay. And you can even buy these sabers in a bundle as well. The SN version is $560 and the Profi versions are $750. Come to this video and use the link in the description. That'd really help out my channel and let them know that you heard about their products from me. Thanks a lot, guys. I can't wait any longer. Let's take a close look at both of his lightsabers. Boom! Believe it or not, even though it has spikes and some pretty menacing curvy details, this is Darth Revan's Jedi purple lightsaber, which has changed colors as you play the game. It goes from, I think, blue to green to eventually purple, because he is so crazy powerful that he is kind of in a blend between the dark and the light side. I actually haven't held this design of lightsaber since I reviewed the Force FX version, but I promise you guys, this design is where it's at. There are so many details that make this way more accurate and fun than Hasbro's version. First, to start off, let's see, I'm gonna try and, look at that. That's a good angle for the light. Excellent sound ventilation. That's the speaker you can see from the gold ring on the chassis. The speaker's right there. No echoing in the metal from the sound ventilation. This actually is clear and loud. I'll show you guys in the demo just a minute. Don't go anywhere. The saber has such a crazy, unique design. You would think that these struts would feel uncomfortable to hold the saber, but in a very strange way, they actually add a lot of grip, and it feels like the saber's really secure in your hand. So work our way up the saber. Black ring near the pommel cap. Very cool black strand details that are very accurate to the design of the saber. Running up the grip. CoverTech belt clip, my all-time favorite. You don't want to get hit in the nards with one of those D-rings swinging around if you are taking this to cosplay. You know what I'm saying? Working our way up, we have, look at that intricate design. Very accurate to his saber from the video games. The red is the power switch and the green is going to be your auxiliary. Profi is a 2-button activation system. But if you do want to save some money and go the SN NeoPixel route, then one of them will be your single button activation and the other one will likely just be for decoration. But both are critical components for Obidad Kenobi's rule of 3, where you need 3 colors to make a lightsaber super interesting. And of course, this accomplishes that. We've got multiple rings up here near the emitter, and of course the classic 3 spikes from these long, what do you call these, struts that run along the saber. Spikes look rad, and I have to say that is a very good amount of blade depth. I'm gonna guess probably 1.5 to 2 inches, which is a very good amount. 1 and 2 retention screws for maximum blade stability. And that is Revan's Jedi NeoPixel lightsaber. Because of the struts, there's no natural way to unscrew the lower half of the saber, so their ingenious design allows you to very simply remove the pommel cap here, and you just pop out the chassis where there is a super convenient and easy recharge port. Bam! Love that favorite feature of the chassis these days. And then just a gentle pop and you're back in business. This has got to be the most spinnable, trick-friendly cannon lightsaber design. I know Revan is Legends, but you know what I mean. Slim, chrome, and loud. I'll show you during the demo. Let's walk you up the saber here. Pommel actually has, look at that, that's actually hollow. It's a hole straight to the speaker there. Interesting. With this neat gear chunky pommel cap down here at the bottom. This does unscrew. CoverTech belt clip, of course, my fave, like I mentioned earlier. Excuse all the fingerprints on here. Maybe I should wipe them off. Yes, this is a chrome saber. Even though it is super functional and thin, it is very much chrome and shiny and beautiful, so you'll probably catch yourself wiping off your fingerprints more than once. Very simple grip design here, and we have two very subtle buttons right here for power and auxiliary for this Profi lightsaber here. And we have the neat rings and the layers leading up to the gold neck of the saber just below the flared emitter. And again, a little bit less menacing appearance than his Jedi lightsaber, but this is in fact his Sith lightsaber, making him one bad mamma jamma dual wielding lightsabers. All right, guys, how about I set these sabers down and let's take a look at this sweet helmet. Bam! Now, I know it's a little strange seeing Darth Revan's helmet without the hood, but trust me, all the details are there and the weathering is impressive. I would put this helmet up against the newest Disney helmet, is far and above, much more realistic. Let's take a close look here. We'll check out the back of the helmet. Look at this. These red pieces here on the back of his helmet, they're not just a solid red. They're actually like a darkened, weathered. This is a resin-based helmet. We'll take a peek inside, fully lined. There you can see right there. Fully lined helmet, soft cloth, and very, very lightweight. That's super important for all of you Revan fans out there with a full cosplay outfit. How light and breathable it is because you're going to be wearing it for more than 10 minutes. Got these silver bands. All the color looks neat. It's not bleeding onto other components. And you can begin to see, like here during the earpieces here, some weathering. And especially here on the face, the most important part that's going to be exposed if you do have a Revan hood. Battle marks here. We have some scratches on the left side of the helmet. The super signature slim eye slits, which of course everyone knows, the thinner the slits, the cooler the character. Tons of battle damage here to the front, the visor, the face component, and all the small details are there of Darth Revan's signature helmet. This visor is like a plastic material, as you can see. It is very dark and it will disguise your eyes, especially if you have any kind of like neck or head wear. There's a name for that. What's that name? Leave a comment down below. That will help kind of cut off the light from entering the helmet and your eyes will be totally darkened. And of course, guys, I seriously do recommend checking out all the other helmets they have for sale on the Art Sabers website. I've reviewed the Mandalorian, I've reviewed the Kylo Ren. All right, guys, it's time to check out the volume and the clarity of these lightsabers. See if they match up to our standards. Let's do this. Let's neutralize the background light. There we go. That's better. Profi sabers don't come with a traditional Darth Revan sound font, but this one I thought sounded pretty close. 3, 2, 1. Okay, spin test. It is spinnable, but it almost flew out of my hands there. The struts for the grip make it easy to hang on to, but because of the shape, I would still say this is pretty tough to do spins and tricks with. As you can hear, loud and clear. Let's check out another sound font. If you guys can't tell, this is a very purple blade. Sometimes cameras don't pick up that color, but you can see from my hand, very purple. Any sound fonts you want to put on your Profi Saber, you can just copy and paste the files on the SD card. Super easy process. Full tutorial I did right over here to my shoulder. And you don't have to mess with programs or wires or configuring or any of that stuff. Yeah. Boom. Sith Saber time. Let's check this out. 3, 2, 1. Because the speaker is sort of recessed in the grip, to match the accuracy of Revan's Saber, it is kind of elongated. So the speaker sits more like halfway in the grip. So you can hear that there is sort of like a little bit of a tubular sound to the sound font. But I tell you what, there's no problem with volume on this Saber. You're gonna hear this at conventions, out at the parks, outside, stuff like that. Spin test. Whoop! Do any of you guys out there love Lightning Block? Check this out. Yeah! Hit the like button if you love Lightning Block, man. But definitely the most spinnable Star Wars lightsaber ever. All right, let's put this on. Here we go. There we go. The padding actually feels really good. The slit is very thin, so be aware of that. Not a lot of field of view here. You know, there is kind of limited space for my very strong nose shape. But otherwise it's kind of ventilating pretty well under here, and the overall helmet is very lightweight. Oh yeah. Guys, if you watched the end of my video, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're taking care, being safe, and having an awesome Star Wars day. See you next time, guys. Oh yeah. Woo!